The audio on this is going to be trash. Hello everyone. So I just want to preface this by saying apologies about the voice, the stuffy nose, the sniffling, but I really need to get these videos filmed. It is currently the 2nd of April and I haven't done my TBR or my reading wrap up. However, I do think from now on I'm actually going to do my TBRs first and then my wrap ups afterwards, because you know, prepping for the next month and you know, all that sort of stuff. So that's what we're doing today. We are going to do my April TBR. So grab a snack, grab a drink, I got my tea, and let's get into the video. So like I said, please excuse this. I'm trying to decide, I don't know if I want to do the same prompt machine thing that we used last time, or if we want to do like the wheel picks it. Let's do the spin the wheel one, so we do a different one. So okay, the first one is a 5-word title. I don't know why I was looking over there. I could totally cheat and use this one. So I have picked The Light That Blinds Us. I'll give you a quick read of the back, but I'm actually going to put copy and paste this and put it on the screen for you as well, just because, especially because of how bad my voice is at the moment. When consumed by shadow, even the faintest light can be blinding. After a childhood haunted by hallucinations, Alexis Michael's only comfort is the blue amulet he's had since before he can remember. Now the visions have gone, Alexis craves a normal life, but when a trip to Stonehenge unites him with 3 other teens carrying similar gems, normality is abandoned as they are plunged into a hidden world of power-wielding elementals and told they are destined to save the world from an eternal night. But a dark past plagues Alexis as they prepare to defeat their enemy, and a looming secret sets to corrupt the mission of their lives and his mind. It says 4 friends, 4 powers, 1 epic destiny. My best friend bought me this for my birthday last year and I'm very excited to read it. So that is prompt number 1, which was a 5-word title, so The Light That Blinds Us. Alright, we're going to spin again. An animal on the cover. Oh, God. I think we might just go with this one because it's the easiest one I can find. This is Hating Dr. Fox by Layla Pine. I got this from my friend that wrote Bones Deep and Knuckles Deep by Ivy Graves. There's clearly a dog on the front, so let's read the back. Be professional, get through 3 months, go our separate ways. Georgina Menzies might be having a quarter-life crisis. She just quit her 8-year career to work in television production, and when her boyfriend of 2 years calls to break up, all she feels is relief. But that relief flies out the window when she discovers that her first job as showrunner is a documentary about a sexy Sydney vet, a man who, as an 18-year-old, broke her heart. She's determined to keep things professional with maybe a couple of little tweaks to punish him just a teeny bit. When Xander Fox discovers that the woman producing his new documentary series is his high school sweetheart and the girl who ghosted him after one stupid teenage mistake, 12 years of anger and bitterness resurface. He's determined to get through filming with the minimum of fuss, but how will that be possible when Georgie seems hellbent on driving him insane? Stuck together in a small town, all their old resentments, old hurts, and old chemistry reignite, and their frustration feels a hell of a lot like foreplay. I'm all for this, especially because it's based on a Sydney vet. Love that. Absolutely love that. I'm from Sydney originally, so that is the one for animal on the cover. I'm so sorry about the sniffling. I'm going up and down with temperatures. It's very annoying. Spinning again. Book by an Aussie author. I mean, I already have one, but I do also have other ones. Also, we're gonna pick 8 because I'm averaging about 7 books a month, and I do also have other books that I'm currently reading. I'm currently in the middle of A Court of Wings and Ruin, so I have other books that I also know I want to read this month. Also, Fearless comes out this month by Lauren Roberts, so I'm going to use my ugly author's copy. I know I've put this on the TBR a couple of times, but this is Bones Deep by Ivy Graves. I have the pretty trophies already on my shelf, but she gave me her proof copies. A dark and perverse love story that takes the term energy exchange to a whole new level. Hazy's life has been a rollercoaster of abuse, debauchery, and razor blades. Preyed upon by her own acerbic shadows, her inner world is one of haunted turmoil. until a man she crossed paths with over a decade prior sets his sights on her across a waiting room. Banks is a man very deep in underworld crime with questionable morals and a bottomless supply of whiskey. His illicit dealings and revolving door of women have sated him until now. Bones Deep is a psychological thriller that follows the promiscuous Hazy forced into a sinister and dangerous playground of a fictitious modern day Sydney, a world where Banks is boss. His depraved obsessions rapidly become Hayes's new painful pleasure-filled reality. To what lengths will she push herself as she plunges deeper into oblivion with a sadistic man hell-bent on owning her, collar and all? So again, this is based in Sydney. Love it. It's obviously fictional Sydney, which I still love. But yeah, so that is a book by an Aussie author because I know she's Aussie. We've done 3. Let's do another one. A romance. I don't have just plain old romances. I mean, can I do a sports romance? I don't really have just like romance, if that makes sense. I don't know if we should just do, I might just do like a sports romance for that because I don't really do romances, and I really want to read this one, which is Collide by Bal Cabra. When Summer Preston's professor issues her with an ultimatum, she finds herself on an unexpected collision course with hockey captain Aidan Crawford. Summer hates everything about hockey, for good reason, but she isn't going to let that stand in the way of her becoming a sports psychologist. Aidan loves being the hockey captain, except when his team's reckless mistakes risk jeopardizing their entire season. When coach puts him forward for a research paper as punishment, he has no choice but to accept. Summer can't stand his blasé approach to life, and Aidan doesn't get her uptight scheduled one. They're off to a rocky start, and provoking each other, it turns out, is what they do best. As sparks fly, neither wants to be the one to give in. Can they get everything they want, including each other? I think this is so, like, I'm so excited for this. I've really gotten into sports romances lately, so I'm very excited to read that. And I also loved the beautiful sprayed edges on this. I'll have to show a close-up later. Let's do book number 5. Recommended by a friend. Oh, I have the perfect one for that. And it's a chunker. Like, literally, this book is huge. Okay, so this was actually sent to me by my book bestie who lives in WA. We have really bonded over books lately, and I'm pretty sure I can get this on Kindle, so I'll probably end up reading it on Kindle Unlimited because this is a chunker of a book. It is 719 pages long. This is Empire of the Vampire by J. Christoph. I'll read you the back. It has been 27 long years since the last sunrise. Ever since, vampires have waged war against humanity, building their eternal empire, even as they tear down our own. Gabriel Delon, half man, half monster, and last remaining Silver Saint, a sworn brother of the Holy Silver Order, dedicated to defending the realm from creatures of the night, is all that stands between the world and its end. Imprisoned by the very monsters he has vowed to destroy, Gabriel is forced to tell his story, a story of legendary battles and forbidden love, of faith lost and friendships won, of the war of the blood and the forever king, and the quest for humanity's last remaining hope, the Holy Grail. That it sounds very interesting, and me and my book bestie definitely have very similar tastes in books, so that's that one, which is recommended by a friend. Literally, like, how more perfect could that be? Next one, we're doing book number 6. I said I was going to do 8, didn't I? Vampires, I've already got one about vampires though. I don't know if I want to read 2 about vampires. Actually, you know what? Because I haven't actually read this one yet. We're going to go with Vampire Academy because I actually haven't read Vampire Academy before. The reason why these are on my bookshelf is I got them from my uncle who passed away. So I don't have the heart to part with them, but I have also really wanted to read them. So the words are nice and big. Love that. So yeah, we're going to go with this. This is by Rachel Mead. Only a true best friend can protect you from your immortal enemies. Why was I struggling with that so much? Lisa Dragomire is I want to say Maori princess, a mortal vampire with a rare gift for harnessing the earth's magic. Her best friend, Rose Hathaway, is a Dhampir, a guardian whose blood is a powerful blend of vampire and human. Rose's life is dedicated to protecting Lisa from the dangerous Strigoi, the fiercest vampires who will stop at nothing to make Lisa one of them. After 2 years of freedom, Rose and Lisa are caught and dragged back to St. Vladimir's Academy, a school for vampire royalty and their guardians to be. But inside the Iron Gates, life is even more fraught with danger, and Strigoi are always close by. So I would probably really enjoy this, to be honest, so we're going to go with that. Okay, let's go. Another one. Published in 2000s. Okay, this edition of Fallen was published in 2009, so it's definitely in the 2000s, and I have read this particular book before, but I want to do a reread and get through the entire series, so we're going to pick this one as a published in 2000s. I know that this is my TBR card, but this has not been read before by me, and some of this down here has also not been read before. Actually, I could do that, because I was in the middle of rereading that series as well. The City of Glass published. Oh, this was published in 2011. Well, it says this copy. Ooh, okay, do I continue with a series or start this one over? Because I've started reading this a couple of years ago and just never continued on with it. Oh, I really don't know, because I do love this series. I can't read the back of this one too because it is the third book of the series, and I've read City of Bones, City of Ashes, and I need to continue on with this one too. Okay, I'll read you the back of this one. Some angels are destined to fall. Instant, intense, weirdly familiar. The moment Luce looks at Daniel, she knows she has never felt like this before, except she can't shake the feeling that she has, and with him, a boy she doesn't remember ever setting eyes on. Will her attempt to find out why enlighten her or destroy her? I really don't know. I don't know if I want to continue on with the Shadowhunter series or start this. Maybe I should put a poll up on my Instagram. I'm going to put a poll up on my Instagram when this video goes live, and you guys can pick. We're going to add both, and you guys can pick. So, and also this one was published in 2007, and this edition was published in 2009. This was also in 2009, so they both were published in 2009. Okay, let's pick one more from the wheel, and then I'll tell you the two that I am gonna read this month. Sorry, 3. I do have 3 because I have my book club read that I need to read before next weekend, and I have there's a new release coming in. I'm currently in the middle of a book, so we'll go through all those in a second. So we'll do one more on the wheel. Absolutely not. I don't like classics. We're not doing classics. We're going to skip that. We're going to do a new one because I don't like classics. It's not for me. Dystopian. I don't even know if I have a dystopian book to read. And I'm not doing a reread. Okay, I don't actually have any books that are dystopian to read, so we're going to go again because I literally don't have any. Dystopian's not my favourite genre. Dragons, okay. I have 2 here that I can pick from. We have The Last Dragon King and Talon. You know what, even just based on the thickness, I'm going to go for The Last Dragon King because I have some pretty hefty books here already. So this is, I'm going to assume this has dragons in it because it obviously says The Last Dragon King, but this says on the back, The Last Dragon King is looking for a wife. The news causes a frenzy for the women in my village. The king will be sending out the royal guard to bring women of childbearing age to his castle in Jade City. There is only one requirement. His wife-to-be must carry enough magic to produce an heir for him. I know I won't be chosen. I'm only human with a mere 10% dragon magic lineage, but for some reason the magic sniffers command me to present myself to the king as a possible wife. I'm ready to go to Jade City until my mother tells me a terrifying secret. A secret that could get me killed by the king himself. That sounds very interesting, and I'm very excited to read that. Oh my lord. Okay, that is all the ones that we're doing from the wheel. So I'm going to have 10 to 11, but again, I like to have options to pick from. Especially because at the moment I am in the middle of ACOTAR series, so I'm currently reading A Court of Wings and Ruin, which I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with this series. A Court of Mist and Fury was so much better. I read that last month. So I'll probably end up reading this entire series this month just because I'm so obsessed and there's only 2 books left after this. So that's what I'm currently reading. Book club pick for April was Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Robert. I haven't read this yet because book club isn't until next week, and I know that I can read fast enough to be able to read this by then. I know this is also available on Kindle Unlimited, so I can read it on my Kindle if I do so wish. And then also Fearless comes out this month. So Fearless comes out on the 9th of the 4th, so literally in a few days, and I'm so excited to read that book, and I can't wait to get the beautiful special edition to match that. To be honest, a lot of this TBR will probably not get read, but we shall see. I mean, I'm really sick, so I've just been sat on the couch reading for a couple of days because I'm as sick as I am. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I'm going to read this month, or the books that I picked today. Let me know what you thought of them, what you rated them. No spoilers though, no spoilers. And stay tuned for my March reading wrap up. I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Also, my TikTok and my Instagram will be linked on the screen and down in the description as well. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Watch out for my March reading wrap up, and I will see you guys in that video. Bye. Mwah.